Howdy, howdy, everybody. I think I'm live, but as we do, we take a little bit to make sure that we're actually live. And let's see here. Allow, yes. So it looks like OBS might be live. But am I actually live? That's the real question. These extra buttons. I am live. Okay. Howdy, howdy. I'm not sure why I can't see that in my live. We'll get to this. We'll figure it out. Let's get rid of this one. There we go. Found it. Eureka. Okay, we're excited now. We're making progress happen here. So Tuesdays, if you looked at my new schedule, if you haven't, that's okay. We're gonna go over it today, and we're actually gonna jump over here to this one. Hacha. I think I have to finish editing it though, so you can actually see what's going on. Yeah, little tiny me over here in the corner, because it's not really. I'm not really as important for this one. So much as you seeing what is happening with this is the behind the scenes for my live thing here. We'll go over to YouTube. We're gonna go to my channel, and there's my little guy down here, and that's me anyway. Post. That's what we want to take a look at. Make sure everything is still looking pretty good over here, and so you're still back there at that point, but that's okay. Time travel. Here we go. Okay, so we've been doing some quote of the days, which is pretty good. I like this one. Love the interaction we've been doing, but here we're going to open that up. And here's what we're going to talk about real quick. It's the Hangout. I'm going to be organizing my office. We're going to have some fun and just kind of chat a little bit. What I should also do is make sure that I pop out my chat. And I still apologize every single time. Scotty P jumped on one of my lives, and I did not, in fact, see that because I was too busy talking. So I've been trying to do a little bit better with that. And so I've got the chat on pop-out menu now. And so I can see when somebody joins or somebody, puts it in the chat. So I do apologize for that. So community interaction is on Monday and Wednesday, and here's why. The Magic Guys is on Monday. And usually about when they go live is when I'm available to do my videos. So it's kind of just one of those things that I want to be more present in the community, which I'm always kind of messaging and bouncing around and doing all that. But I definitely want to make sure that I am communicating with them in that regard. Now, I did turn off my computer, so I just want to make sure that if I do switch over cameras, that everything is on and ready to go, just in case we do maybe some magic or something. But make sure everything looks pretty good. So Monday and Wednesday is community interaction, which means I'm going to be watching those videos and just having a good time with communicating with those channels. And the videos that I do on those days, I want to make sure that I'm doing shout outs for different community individuals, right? Tuesday, as you can see, is live hangout. So we're just here chatting and having a good time. And I'm going to be organizing my office. I'm working on some magic shows. First, I want to put together the set list to see what tricks I'm going to do. And then we're going to build them from there. I do series on here where I do making a card trick, making a coin trick, making routines, and then making shows, build it up for that. So if you want to see the whole deal, we're going to practice those and we're going to perform those on Sundays. Sundays are going to be my performance days, so I can get used to the, performance. Unfortunately, I did have a little bit of an issue with my cell phone, so I'm not able to do my shorts or do remixes right now. I have to figure out whether or not I can do them on the computer. And then we're going to do Thursdays is my card review and Magic Theory Day. Now, the way I'm going to handle those is I'm going to be doing a card review, and then instead of doing them in the same video, I'm going to separate them, and I'm going to do a Magic Theory video using those cards following that up. So that's going to be 2 videos for that same thing, because I want interaction on these videos, and I do magic tricks in my card reviews at the end. I talk about my inspirations and what I thought about when I looked at these cards. And most of the time, people don't make it that far. So I figured, why not make sure that people know that I'm actually including those tricks. So if you go back and watch my old card review videos, you'll see that there is, in fact, magic at the end of those videos that we're missing out on. You're leaving it on the table, so to speak. Then we're talking Fridays is free day. Now that could mean I just do, well, I can't do shorts right now, which was pretty easy just to throw up a short, but it's just a day that I can either do nothing or I can do some videos. I'll probably still do videos, but it's just a day that I can kind of mess around with and see what works. Just have fun with it. Saturdays will be my deliberate practice days, right? So we just did a video, and I highly recommend you check it out because it's for everybody. Now, the 10,000 hour rule is controversial in a lot of ways because it's not something that people are considering science in a way. But let me give you a breakdown. So the book was called Outliers, and they talked about how elite violinists spent 10,000 hours becoming a master before the age of 20. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means they put in a lot of work. Yeah, work. They worked and worked and worked and worked for hours and hours and hours of their lives, and they became a master. Now, what it suggests is that you have to work for 10,000 hours in order to become a master at that skill. But we see people as early as 5,000 hours and as high as 15,000 hours because the quality of practice matters, not just the quantity of time that you're spending on it. But what also matters is you as a person, your learning regimen, the teachers and mentors that you have in your life. There are so many things that go into it. So I highly recommend that you check out that video. I will try to put a card up top, or I'll have the link down below so that you can check it out, because it is definitely something that you're going to, there's certain pieces of information in there that are going to be helpful for you. And one of those things that we want to do is deliberate practice, which means we're in the studio, we have the cards, we have the coins, and we're going to be working on those tricks specifically. Then what I can do later is I can do indirect practice, where if I'm in front of the TV or hanging out or driving or whatever, I can be thinking about it with doing some mental exercises, and then I can also be honing those skills for the muscle memory later on when I'm doing something else. I can be practicing in the background so that it becomes second nature, because let's be for real. When you're performing, you're doing 5, 6 different things at one time, and you need to be able to talk as well as perform the trick at the same time, and to perform projection, right? Because you still want to be able to project out awesome content. That's what we're talking about. So just still trying to get used to using the buttons while we're talking, because that's the deliberate practice of trying to get familiar with performing even live like this. So when I did my vertical live the other day, I was getting a lot of traffic, and today I'm not seeing as much traffic. Maybe people are jumping in and out. Let me take a look here. Let's see. I'm not really seeing a lot of people seeing this, which is strange. It is public, yep. So who knows what's happening there. Then on Sundays, as I said, we're going to do my live magic show performance. I might be doing the same show, which is like my pocket show, and just changing out some tricks and getting better and better at performing that in this medium, but also prepping it for the real world, as well as putting in like maybe a little bit of my Easter show that I have, maybe start performing that for you, doing my birthday show and just kind of performing that on here, just to kind of go through the motions like a rehearsal, but you guys get to see the behind the scenes of that build-up and as we get better. So yeah, that's going to be the schedule, and we've been pretty good with that. So that way you guys can refer to that, especially if you're somebody who's been on the channel for a while. This is kind of what we're going to do. That way you know what days to tune in for if you're interested in these things. And then we did this poll here. We had 16 votes. That's pretty decent over a 7-day period. And most of you guys said you like the cards. Nobody likes rope magic apparently, but I haven't been doing any rope magic, so obviously if I don't have any skill in it, then you're not going to want to see it. So you want to see the cards, which is good. A little bit of the coins, and somebody voted for sponge balls, which is my favorite form of magic. So I definitely need to perform it more. 8 days ago, we talked about playingcarddex.com because it's just a little bit of a shout out. It's something that helps them out. We like to use them. Plus, you get a referral. You can join their program, and they have one of the only, if not the only, playing card subscriptions to get cards every month. Something to consider, especially with the holidays coming up. Which method of interaction? And just as a call to action, don't forget that you can click the link in my post tabs over here. So you can, if you are checking out my channel, you get the community tabs. You go to my channel and scroll over to post, and then you'll be able to see all these, just in case you're not sure where those are at. Which method of interaction with my content are you most likely to do? Now, that's not worded very well, but basically it's the call to action here. And we had 4 votes, and all 4 people said watching a majority of the videos. Now, if I went over to my analytics, we may find that I'm not getting that much traffic. I get about 20 to 30 views on average to my videos. So we just want to make sure that we are watching the content if it's good. If it's not, make sure to leave a comment. I know it's saying like, comment, and subscribe because that's how YouTube knows that you want more of my content, is by interacting with it, either by watching a majority of the video, over 70 to 80%, coming back to the video multiple times if it is evergreen, which just means that it stays popular all year and for all reasons. People want to watch it. It stays consistent. That's the important thing. Like, comment, and subscribe is a way to interact, because if you subscribe, then that doesn't always mean that you're going to see my videos. It just means that I'm going to be in your list, and so you can have a hotkey to come back to it. I know that I've subscribed to people that I have unfortunately forgotten about, and so I have to circle back through that list every once in a while just to refresh in my memory. I get used to watching these people over here and forget about all this excellent content that I subscribe to. So I like to go through my subscription list just to see who I've got in there from time to time. Commenting is so important. If you like the video, or if you don't like the video, comment just to let me know, like, hey, I didn't feel like your intro was very good. Now, obviously, here we are on a live, which is mostly for people who are subscribers to the channel, and you can take a look at that. And your new viewers probably not going to be here, but if you do happen to pop on, commenting is so good. And now they have the summary and the questions that you can ask. They're rolling that out. Not everybody has it yet, but you'll be able to go to the video. You'll click on you can do the summary or the questions. So you can be like, hey, can I get clarification on what it is that you're doing? Or, different, maybe this video isn't clear for me. So these are things that I want to talk about because I want you to engage more with my videos. So commenting is a good way to express in a nice, positive way, hey, I don't feel like you clarified very well, or I'm not liking your aesthetic. Here's what I think would be better. And we can take that criticism and we can use it. We can fuel that inspiration because you're the viewer. Yeah, sure, I enjoy what I'm doing here, but I want you to watch it. So I want your input. So if you can, make sure that you leave comments for me so that I know what I can do better for you. And if you say, hey, I think that you need to change up everything that you do, great, let's do that. Okay, we'll figure out something else that works while still keeping me as me. Super thanks. Super thanks is always difficult because depending on the market, depending on what it is that you're doing, if you want to donate money directly to me, like, do I have a channel that I think is good enough that you spend? Because I have the membership section, which is 99 cents a month. But that's getting extra videos, that's getting shout outs. Super thanks is basically saying, hey, I like what you're doing so much that I'm going to give you some money. Or it's saying, let me make sure that, this guy on here, he looks like he needs something. Let me go ahead and give him some money to help him out, because he's struggling. Who knows whatever reasons why you do it, but super thanks is a way for you, if I entertained you or gave you some content that you're invested in, or you learn something from, you can always pay, you can donate money for that reason. And that's always the hardest one, because going back to the reason, the niches of videos, right? So I'm in the magic category. I do a little bit of tech stuff and I do some performance style things. And so let's say that's a product and services, right? The products that I do is magic related projects or products or playing cards. And I use affiliate marketing as a way for me to make some money doing that. I don't sell any of my own products, but I do want to get into that at some point. But all of the things that you're doing there is you're buying a product and I'm just getting a commission, which is fine. And then if I'm performing for you, now if the performance is entertaining, then you might pay me a ticket price. And that ticket price could be whatever you feel is just a thank you for, like, hey, thank you for sharing what you're offering. Now, do I think my content is that good? I think that it's good enough for where I'm at, but it's got to get better. And it's got to get better and better and better because every single day you need to get better. So the quote that I'd like to do for today, which I'll do that right now live. I'm going to create a post so that you can see what we're talking about here. Make sure I'm not knocking over my dragon egg. You